This is a Whirlpool Cabrio Platinum. There's the model number. It's in pretty rough shape. Panels delaminating, and see it's all messed up, and it's rusty, but it was free. It was out to be scrapped because, as with, it seems like all of these style Cabrio and Cabrio Platinums, the bearings were bad. So I got a cheap Amazon kit with all the tools I needed, replaced a set of bearings, I would say about a year ago. It's on the sheet cycle. And I think that this machine shows its rollover the best on a mostly full set of towels, which is what this is. These machines operate via the tub, lifting and dropping based on a little float on the bottom with how much water's in there. It doesn't have any gear shift, anything, which I think is pretty ingenious. It causes for a little bit of play in the tub. You can kind of see it there. And the bearings, for some reason on these just doesn't last. Like the set of bearings, I think it's the tub seal that fails, and the bearings get wet and fail. But I replaced both bearings, seals, greased everything. Everything's new. This machine wasn't really worth all that, but I've never had a Cabrio like this, and when I was young, these were new because this is a 2011 model year Cabrio Platinum. It's on its slower agitation. You can see that towel. The way these are meant to work, and they require a very, very precise water level, so if this machine doesn't get it right on its own, I add water and then it works perfectly fine. They just need enough. With any load size besides blankets, you give them enough water, they'll work just fine. These also have a Fisher and Paykel direct drive motor, which is controlled. There's either a controller on the bottom. I think the controller is actually in the control board, but that's why these have a unique sound, because it's not a belt drive. It's a direct drive Fisher and Paykel motor. It's stamped right on the rotor, Fisher and Paykel. I have a few backlogs of this machine. One where it's spun up without the drain pump connected so you could hear the motor, and then I have an original clip, which I'll probably insert after this one, showing what it sounded like with the bad bearings, and it wouldn't work for two reasons. The bearings are bad, so the tub shook a lot, and the drive basket cogs and teeth were completely stripped out, so it couldn't engage spin, and then when it tried to slow down, it was all messed up, so it would throw an error code every single time. But I put all that new stuff in there, along with a new cord, because the cord was chopped for some reason. Bypass the lid lock, which that's just a magnet, and then when the lid lock pops out, you have to hold it in that position, and it works just fine. Again, it's rough, but it works just fine. And I'm not entirely super impressed by it, but it does get everything. It's a different kind of agitation. The best agitation this does is nice, long, long strokes, which isn't this, but here. Set the camera in where you can watch it roll over for a minute. Now, yes, a standard top-loading machine will clean better than this, simply for the fact that it's more aggressive, there's more movement. The only benefit that this machine has is a higher detergent concentration to the amount of laundry in there, which, sure, that's going to help in one way or another, but you can see everything's really wrinkled. It's kind of just squishing and rubbing everything against each other. It's not like it doesn't work, it just will never work as well as The direct drive here is a good example. I've seen videos of like Kenmore Oasises and other Cabrios, but I have not been able to find just a Cabrio Platinum doing a wash cycle. And this is a lower model. It doesn't have a lot of cycles. It doesn't have a water heater. It's like the plebeian model, lower end. I will get a full cycle video of this at some point, but this is just to show that I have one of these. It works pretty good, and it still needs a lot of attention. If I go over here past the direct drive, it's missing the whole back panel, and I have no idea where it went. And it needs some paint, but honestly, I'm just going to leave that like that. Unless I get rid of it, then I'll paint it all up. Plus the control panel, because this is how it was. It's completely delaminated. That's it. That clip for this was a much larger load of towels, but you could still hear it. The bearings were bad, but it was still moving stuff around. This is back to its high fast agitation. See how quickly that blue towel is moving? These machines work fairly well when you just use them correctly. Don't overload them. The only thing they really can't do is large blankets, although I have put large blankets in this on bulky, and it does something because they like flip around. I don't know how it figures it out. That's really it. There's not much more to add to it. This machine's just doing its job, and it'll have a regular load of clothes to do after this, but let's not shut the lid on my magnet. That's it.